Hey everyone, and welcome to the breakdown of the 4th episode of Ahsoka. This one was short, but it was insane. The best one so far, and you'll soon find out the reason why. Without any further ado, let's jump straight into it. The episode starts with Sabine, Huyang, and Ahsoka, where we left off on the planet Cetos. Huyang is preparing to repair the ship because the comms are down and the power converter is offline. Sabine reports that to Ahsoka, and Ahsoka tells her about the difficult choice they'll have to make. If they don't end up going to Ezra first, then no one else should. Sabine doesn't really like that, and understandably so, arguing that Ezra would be stranded if they end up destroying the only way to find him, which is the map. Ahsoka believes that is still better than risking to have Thrawn back as heir to the Empire. Sabine is obviously upset by the idea, yet Ahsoka still asks her if she can still count on her, to which Sabine answers that she can. Ahsoka then follows Sabine to the ship and Huyang starts the reparations. In the meantime, Baylan Skoll and Morgan Elizabeth are at the reflex point on Cetos, aka that sacred place which can activate the map device. They send Marak and Shin after Ahsoka and Sabine. Back on the ship, Ahsoka felt the conflict within Sabine, and tells her that sometimes you have to do what's right, regardless of your personal feelings. Meanwhile, Huyang finishes repairing the ship but is attacked by an assassin droid. He fights back but is soon immobilized and yells for help. Ahsoka and Sabine get out of the ship to fend off against the attackers, and they make quick work of them. Then they decide to finally go to the enemy base and promise Huyang that they'll go together. Meanwhile, Hera and her son Jason decide to go help Ahsoka and Sabine on their own. They hop on the Ghost alongside Chopper and they take off. They take a couple of other New Republic pilots with them, including Carson, the pilot we've seen in The Mandalorian. They greet each other and jump into hyperspace. Back on Cetos, Morgan's droids start calculating the hyperspace coordinates to the location of Thrawn, as Ahsoka and Sabine run through the forest trying to make it to the reflex point as soon as possible, but they encounter Shin and Marak on their way. Sabine and Shin start fighting each other, which leaves Ahsoka to fight against Marak. Surely enough, Ahsoka manages to win against Marak, and I've got to say I love the way Ahsoka changes stances during the duel. It shows her mastery of the reverse grip version of Shin, Form 5. After she cuts Marak, he starts dissolving into a weird black mist. This could indicate that he might have been one of Morgan's magical creations all along, perhaps an undead thrall. Ahsoka continues to run towards the reflex point while Sabine is clearly struggling against Shin. She eventually pulls out Ezra's lightsaber and at one point even attempts to use the Force against Shin, and Shin flinches, as if she expected to get force pushed by Sabine, which was a great detail. Sabine manages to knock off Shin's lightsaber, and Shin throws a smoke bomb and makes her escape out of the battle to catch up with Ahsoka. Ahsoka finally reaches the reflex point and faces Baylan Skoll. They start dueling and it looks like they're evenly matched. They keep changing stances, which again is a very nice detail we haven't seen a lot before. Ahsoka sees Shin approaching and knocks her onto one of the pillars, and Sabine arrives shortly after. Ahsoka, however, loses the duel and is thrown off the cliff. Sabine manages to take the map device but is then convinced by Baylan to hand it over to him, promising that he will not harm her and help her reunite with Ezra. Honestly, I thought this would be a classic cliche where Sabine would be like, "No, I won't give you the device," in the last second. But turns out it wasn't like that, which is a bonus. Sabine is then taken by Baylan and Shin aboard Morgan's ship, and the calculations of the path to Thrawn are finally complete. Hera tries to come to the rescue, however she arrives too late, right when Morgan makes the jump to hyperspace. Now for the best part. Okay, get this. Ahsoka wakes up in the world between worlds. Yup, you heard right, the world between worlds, the place where everything is connected. A voice comes from behind her saying, "Hello, Snips." And who's the only person in the universe to call Ahsoka Snips? Well, you guessed it, none other than Anakin Skywalker, or Anakin as I like to call him. Sorry, I'm too big of a fanboy for him. Anakin tells Ahsoka that he didn't expect to see her so soon, and the episode ends with the Imperial March, aka Vader's theme, playing in the background. Well, that left me speechless. Tons of questions came to mind. Why was Anakin in the world between worlds? Did he pull Ahsoka there to save her? Or is he a Force ghost? Is that why he didn't expect to see her so soon? Is she in some sort of limbo right now? Well, a lot of these things we'll discuss in my next video. Anyway, this is where our breakdown also ends. I honestly loved this episode and can't wait to hear what you guys think of it. Until next time, may the force be with you. Bye bye.